God is laying it in my heart to speak to somebody tonight. And, I just finished from work and I'm supposed to be going home, and this is something that I feel maybe if I get home, I might get busy with something else and I might not make this video or send this message out there. So now I need to send it before I forget it or before I get home. So there's somebody, you're having conflicts in your marriage and it looks like it's recurrent, it's happening over and over again, and you're wondering why are you having this kind of conflict all the time in your marriage. But there's something you need to understand. When it comes to marriage, conflict in marriage is different from conflict with anybody, co-workers, conflict with friends and whatever. But when it comes to your marriage, it's both of you against the world. You need to get that mindset. It's both of you against the world. Until you start seeing conflicts differently, start seeing that thing that is making you people to always have quarrel, that making you people to have grudges against one another. So when you start seeing that thing as a third person, start seeing that thing as, let me turn this thing off. Start seeing that quarrel as a third person, as a third agent that's trying to come between you. So when you have that understanding, whatever the conflict is, whatever disagreement is, you guys will talk about it. You guys will recognize, and if partner A approaches partner B to talk about the way they feel, partner B should have an understanding that this person is also trying their best to ensure that they resolve this conflict and put away ego, put away pride, and come with an open mind and empathy. So what I want to say here is successful marriage is not the absence of disagreements or conflict. What did I say? Successful marriage is not the absence of disagreement or conflict. Successful marriage is the ability to resolve conflicts when it happens, because it's inevitable. It must happen. We are human. We can err on a daily basis. We can step on one another's toe. So, but your ability to forgive, your ability to walk through it, your ability to grow above it is what makes a successful marriage. Your partner is not perfect, neither are you. So bearing grudges, like there's something my husband and myself will do. It's not easy, but we made up our mind that unless we don't want this to work, if we want this to work, we need to do this. So we don't go to bed with grudges. We try to talk about it. So if one person doesn't want to talk about it, the other person is willing to talk about it. One person must break the ice, because we have recognized that conflict is a third person trying to come between us. So if you pull that conflict aside as a third person, you will not be seeing your partner as the person that is attacking you. You won't be seeing your partner as the person that is your problem. You'll be seeing the conflict that needs to be addressed. Thereby you clinging on to your partner and address what needs to be addressed. Because the devil is trying to make your partner look like she is the source of your problem. She is the source of the whole problem. But no, the problem has to be separated so that you guys will see that you have to be a team. Let me explain something. For example, in a wrestling match, before you can say you are a winner, that means you have put the other person's back on the ground. That person's back stays on the ground, then they'll declare you a winner. That's the importance of your back. Now imagine my husband is standing here and I'm standing here. We are facing each other and we are attacking one another. His back is exposed. My back is exposed. Exposed to external pressure, exposed to forces, exposed to whatever that wants to attack the marriage. Our backs are exposed because we are facing each other and we are talking and fighting and quarreling and disagreeing and causing more troubles for ourselves. But turn it around like a team. When two people are fighting, you know the way they stand, they back one another. Protecting my back and protecting his. That way you know you're a team. You're fighting against the situation. You're fighting against whatever is trying to come between you, protecting one another's back. That's the position you're supposed to take with your partner when it comes to conflict. That is the position you're supposed to take when it comes to disagreements, because disagreement is inevitable. So, but if you have the understanding of how to manage it, you won't be in the problem, in the situations that you are in at this moment. So it's you guys against the world. You guys against the world. If you lose, you lose together. If you win, you win together. Get that understanding. Get that understanding. And also, we're not even talking about the impact of constant disagreement on your children. The impact on your marriage is already very glaring, because devil is happy taking glory, but the impact on your children is massive. You might not know it. They are watching and they're having that impact. They're growing with that trauma. It's not necessary as children of God. So I don't know what this message is for. I don't know, but God is laying it in my heart to speak to somebody about their marriage, about managing conflict, resolving conflict. If you're always having conflict with your partner, so if there is disagreement, how can you work together? When 2 or 3 come together in my name, right in their midst, I am there. You can pray alone, but when you people have been declared a team, you are supposed to pray together. There is power, there is force in a marriage that prays together, that stays together. But the devil does not want you to produce that force. He does not want you to have that energy, because whenever you pray together, you are sending 10,000 demons on a flight. He knows that. And that is why he is penetrating with conflicts that, if you think about it, really doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. It's something that you can just talk about it. Sometimes, most of these conflicts, 1, miscommunication. 2, assumptions. How about you hear the other person's side of the story? It can be the reason why your prayers are being hindered. It can be the reason why you have cracks. Like if God opened your eyes, you see spiritual cracks on your marital walls. And those cracks exposes your marriage to financial problem, health problem, challenges from left and right. And you'll be wondering what's going on. That is what is going on. Even the Bible says, can 2 agree except they... My brothers, listen, let me explain something to you. Sometimes you have a disagreement with your wife, and then you leave the house. You don't know that that's little minutes that you've left the house. That disagreement might be as tiny as this nail bed. But trust me, a woman can think about it, add salt, add Maggi, add pepper, add everything, add a boo. By the time you come back in the evening, that disagreement is not as this nail bed, is a full hand. Don't let disagreement escalate to that level, because the devil capitalizes on it and pollutes your mind. He does. And as children of God, we should know. We should recognize it. When there's a strange force in your house, you're holding grudge against your wife is holding grudge against you, that is a strange force. You should cast it out. Cast it out. Call your partner. Call your wife. Call your husband. Apologize. Whatever it is. Say, okay, please, I know that the whole atmosphere is heated up right now. Can we just not let our day be, polluted? Can we talk about it when we get back? I do not want your day to be messed up. There is no way the devil will want to work in that kind of atmosphere, because he knows you're a team. Maybe when you're coming back that day, if it's the woman, you can make something nice for him. If it's the man, you can just buy maybe a flower or a drink. Just something to talk over what has happened. And everybody learn from it. Because most times, once the husband says his own part, the wife says her own part, you will see that it's assumptions and miscommunication is actually not what you think. But if you let it sit, the devil builds up on it, build and add and remind you of what happened 10 years ago, and tell you, and remind you of stories of other marriages and similar things, do a lot of things and tell you. We have a better understanding now. As Christians, we have a better understanding of the war the devil is waging against marriages. That is why we need to sit up in the place of prayer. We need to sit up in the place of conflict resolution. When there is a conflict and your partner is talking to you about how they feel about it, don't be defensive. Have an open mind. And think about 2 things. Number 1, what do I do now? Should I apologize? Does this situation requires apology? Then you apologize. Don't let pride come in, because this person is your team member. Second thing you're thinking about is, what does this person want me to do? Is it immediate action? Like, does this person want me to stop this thing I'm doing right now? Is there something I'm doing right now that this person wants me to stop? Change of action. You think about it, because you guys are a team. Don't let the devil come between you in the form of conflict. See conflict as a third person that is trying to come between you. Resolve it by communicating, hold hands together, pray, make love, kiss, whatever, resolve it and make up. Instead of allowing it to damage the beautiful union that God has created and damage the life of our children. I don't know, this is what God has laid in my heart. I don't know what this message is for, but it's high time we understand that conflict can be used to our advantage. It can be used to create more bonding between husband and wife. God bless you. I would like you to share this video and also subscribe to my channel. Have a good night.